Hello? We are live here on After Hours. 21st today, Saturday, January 8th, 2022. Testing. We are live. Wiggle and a wiggle and a wiggle some more. Okay, so it seems like the lag's about 3 to 4 seconds, which isn't too bad. We are live after hours, the test stream. Feet the lo-fi girl. The wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We are live. The chat seems to be popping off really good. We got the lo-fi girl in the background. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Like the chat's coming in like proper, like it's coming in quick, and my delay's only about 3 to 4 seconds. The soothing voice. All right, hold on. I'm gonna try something out real quick. Give me 1 second. We are live with After Hours. I'm your host, Alexander B. It is currently 12:17 p.m. The time is, oh wait, that's the time. It's 1/8/2022. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Today's topic is Kazakhstan. Let's see here. Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. How do you spell that? Oh, Matt's here. Hi, Matt. Let's see here. Edgy calm after Kazakhstan protests amid signs of Tokayev and Nazarbayev rifts. Dramatic scenes from Kazakhstan's massive protests and crackdown. This is nice. So this is how Josh does it all day, huh? Like, I don't know how he does it. He's like here for 7 hours, and he's like, HORN! Okay, hold on. Let me see what I can do here. How do you make someone a mod? No, I don't have a Nightbot. I just started doing this not too long ago, so I'm just getting used to it. Nothing happened in 1989. Nothing. I don't know how to make someone a mod. That's weird. Oh, I can do it right here from my phone. Nice. There you go. I think... Oh man, I'm gonna start acting like Josh now. Here we go. Let me see. Let me put on my fake voice. Matt, I think that Xi Jinping is the greatest person to rule the earth. I have no opinion. Probably just the Chinese prime minister. He just does his thing. He's a cool dude. Don't kill me. There you go. You guys are mods again. And Matt's a new mod. Yes, plus 1 million. You know, it would be funny if I made everyone a mod on the channel just to mess with people. Like when Josh made that dude, what was his name? Spencer, when he made him a mod and he disappeared. Yeah, use the wrench wisely. I mean, I'm probably not going to take it away because honestly, this is just a live stream. Hopefully, I'm trying to turn it into like a radio show because just like Josh, it makes sense that he doesn't show his face. Like I show my face all over my social media. I don't care, but like then you got to get ready and stuff like that, and I'd rather not do that because, well, it's better just to have a radio stream. After all, most people don't have time to watch 7 hours or something, or even an hour or something nowadays. They rather just hear it. I got my uke on the side though. There you go. Boom. Okay, how do you turn off DVR though? Let me see. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, it is off. Why is it on this one? Maybe it's on here. No, I'm not going to use the face cam. Huh, let's see. The sponsor. We can work on that. Okay, yeah, I don't know how to turn off DVR. I wonder if it's on my actual stream software. I'm using Streamlabs desktop, so... Oh no, that's just the latency deal, which is pretty much like your lag. It's going to be about 4 seconds beforehand. Yeah, I wish I could fix it, but I don't have like that fancy software that Josh has. I don't know what he uses actually. I find it weird though that the software doesn't have a button to disable DVR in here, but on YouTube it does. Yeah. So, it's kind of scary how real-time Josh's streams are. Yeah, so really, if you hear me talking, like, for example, right now, you're going to get about a 4-second delay. Just like that right there. I just did a 4-second delay on purpose. If you're on mobile, you can just double tap on the right side of your screen and it'll speed up. But for what I have it set right now, it's as close as I can get it. I mean, most of the stuff is free software anyways, so as I get better at this, maybe I'll put money in and just get better software. And then of course, once my desktop account is approved, which is the After Hours channel itself, I can just use the Ethernet cord from that to get even closer to like real time. Yeah, I mean, compared to last time, it was like a 20-30 second delay. And then right now I'm seeing the chat come in like right on the spot as well as on mobile. So I'm not really missing anything. It's just funny hearing my voice come in like about 3 to 4 seconds after I finish something or stop saying something. And it's just like echoing in my room. Yeah, but I want to talk about Kazakhstan today. I really feel like the developments in the Middle East are really popping up a lot. And I have a feeling that this is going to spill over into Israel like usual. Like, you can't have one of these without Israel. Yeah, I never thought I'd be doing a actual, like, talk show. But as I've gotten older, I realized that I really like talking about random topics, and I'm a very social person, so this would make more sense. Oh, Ethereum ticked below 3,000. Okay, I gotta see that. Let's see. Let's go to Kraken. Oh, you know, wait, you guys can't see it, huh? Okay, hold on. $29.85. Okay. See, this is what I do every day. I'm pretty much a boomer when it comes to tech. I just go through like all the menus. Hold on, homie. I got this. This one. No, not that one. Oh yeah, 3,033 and 6 cents, everyone. Oh, Nelly. This is as far I can zoom out. It's dumb. Take the high point. Yeah, take the high point to. I can't see the top. This is dumb. Okay, there we go. There we go. Much better. When Lambo, I don't know. Take that high. No, stop. Take this high point, intersect it with that. None of this is a recommendation. I'm not a financial advisor, blah, blah, blah. You can lose money. But I have executed a line. Yeah. Well, that's totally crooked. Hold on. There we go. Close I need to get. So pretty much what I do is I just add random lines, and then I kind of look at the chart and I see exactly where it's going, like the direction. And bam, you kind of get something similar. Most of the time this works for me. At least this is how I've always traded. I mean, everyone uses technical analysis and all that stuff. I just use whatever. Oh, there it is. It's on the 1 hour chart. Let's see. Let's try 1 week. No. No, that's terrible. No. Sorry, I'm just playing around with it for a moment. I went to make a sandwich, and I'm listening to Alex in the background. Yeah, definitely Illuminati. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so pretty much price prediction from what I see right now. Man, I do not like this. Hold on, let me change something real quick. There. Much better. A lot cleaner. So pretty much with a chart, you can kind of see the downtrend as far as Ethereum goes. I mean, you see a lot of my older things in here, my other lines. Let me go back a week. So you see all those old lines in there, and this looks terrible, but you know, if I zoom in, it's just, oh, that's how I did it. There you go. So you got all that. Most of us, we really don't use this. We just kind of like take a random guess. It's like what you said this morning, you know, if you spend like 5 years doing something, eventually you get better at it. There we go. That's better. Close enough. I mean, I could see it going as low as the $2,700 range based off what I see. Yeah, see, Matt knows. A lot of that stuff I've forgotten already because it's been so long since I've actually done it. It's like, I went like going to school for this. I'm not saying that going to school is gonna make you better at it. It's just that I didn't know anything at the time, and the class I took was with a gentleman who actually trades real time all day, and I actually stayed after class a lot of times just to talk to him about it, and he taught me a lot of stuff. Like, you used to think it's from the book, but he really taught it hands on. But not everybody got it, and then that was when I learned about like market watch with the Tuesday Thursday deal, because that's when the majority of the most important things come out, like the CPI, the minutes. Jerome Powell usually talks on a Tuesday or Thursday. You get the housing price index and stuff like that. I learned all that from him, so he was my mentor. His name is Dr. Quang Chen. I took a investments class called Finance 129A, and then there's a part 2 which is 129B, which I never got to take. 129A is pretty much the same knowledge that Josh teaches on stream, just in a more relaxed format, because I learned about 5 years of knowledge in about 5 months. Hey Brenda, how are you? So yeah, when you guys tell me all the charting and everything, it's stuff that I remember doing, but I've forgotten so much of it. Like, I'll find myself going back to a lot of my stuff from back in the day just to, like, bring it back to remembrance. Because Josh will say something like, "Man, I remember hearing that somewhere," and I'll go look at my notes. Cheryl, mod Brenda. There you go, Brenda, you're a mod. If I mod everybody, it's gonna be funny. Like, you're gonna see everyone who's new is just gonna be a moderator. It's gonna be hilarious. But yeah, to answer your question, I could see it going below 3,000, unless it just bounces up, which right now it looks like it has a tiny green candle. It's a baby candle, see it? It's right there. Yep, all day once. But yeah, if I'm looking for crypto, this is literally what I'm doing all day right here. I'll do this during class. Here's your Fibonacci sequence, Matt. Yeah, stuff like that. You can go higher, but there you go. See, I don't even know what this even does, actually. No, wait, no. Go back. There you go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is totally like a trading terminal. And the cool thing about this is that you're looking at a chart. This is a crypto chart of Ethereum. Here's the price. Here's where they're selling. And here's where they're buying. And you can group it too. You can do it in 0.05, 0.10. I'll put 100, see? But I just leave it at 0 because I rather see everything on the blockchain. It's funner that way. A good fib. I would not know. I just randomly put it in different places. I think I keep doing that. But yeah, I mean, I usually just put the lines at like even numbers, like for example, thousands for me right now, or mid thousands. Like, you know, back in the day it was 4,000 and then it kept dropping. So I had it right here for a bit. And then now it's below 3,500. So you're basically trying to measure the price of Ethereum between these two ranges. But I mean, Matt's right. It's probably below 2,000 probably in the next couple days, unless it jumps. If it jumps, that's great. If it doesn't, well, looks like I'm back on food stamps, baby. Yeah, support. Yeah, I wish I knew all that stuff again. But unfortunately, I wasted a lot of my brain power looking at memes, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Memes. But so far, it looks like the stream is pretty much ready to go, and I don't even have to do it from my desktop now. I can do it from my laptop, which is great. I just want to do it from my desktop because, you know, I have a clean internet connection hooked up. Come to LA. Yeah, well, I mean, I'll be there the 21st to the 23rd. I'll be in Long Beach for the Impressions Expo. It's pretty much just a t-shirt deal. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let's see, impressions. Yeah, I'll be here. Okay, this is boring. This is the website, but this is boring. Let me see. Get the images. I have pictures from last time, but I don't feel like loading them because it's going to take forever. So pretty much you see machines like these right here. This is what does all your embroidery. You see all these giant screen printing machines that can do several different colors on the t-shirt at once. Like, you'd be surprised how many t-shirts you buy at like festivals or like events and they're all screen printed. Like, you can't even tell. And they last forever too. I mean, you see them a lot. You got digital printers. You got people showcasing their stuff, like all their products. I don't even know what that is actually, but. I haven't been here since 2020, so it's been a couple years. Then again, they did shut down the stuff because of COVID. And you know how California is. Yeah, Benny knows. Benny knows what these machines are. It's funny because me and Benny, we work in the same industry. We just do different things. Clothing brand. It's not hard to create a clothing brand. It's the marketing. Like, anybody can create a clothing brand. You know, a friend of mine had an idea for a shirt, a brand called Up Monkey, and it's a great brand. It had a great meaning and a great advertising, all that stuff. We made it go, but the problem was is that he ran into some trouble, and well, yeah, that idea is kind of not good to go with anymore. Yeah, like a lot of the stuff I can make, like the Red Bull logo, you can make that yourself. It's not hard to do. I just do it because people ask me to. Actually, startup money is not too bad. You're looking at about 500 to 1,000 to start a brand like that. Like, a lot of people think that they need like a specific designer or anything, but a lot of this stuff has been commercialized and streamlined through like Shopify. No, everything's a risk, Matt. I mean, I have my machinery right here. Like that heat press that you guys see in my stories, that's a $950 heat press right here. This cutter probably ranges anywhere from 300 to 500 bucks. We bought it secondhand and the guy gypped my friend out of it. But I could have got us a brand new one with great software and even a laptop for like 600 bucks. Oh, you want to create closer from Alibaba? I mean, yeah, you can do that too, but majority of the time you can just do like Shopify, or you can get a better pricing. You just have to handle your own shipping and labels locally. Yep. You know how to make it's like what Josh said about Richest Man in Babylon, and I remember reading it too. You go to the jeweler for jewels, you go to the bricklayer for bricks. The I'm trying to think the last one. The blacksmith for iron or something. I can't remember the last one. But yeah, that's pretty cool here. I like this thing. This is just a cure for the print. So all this is paint on your shirt, and you print or not print. You cure it with high heat right here. Oh yeah, you can do that too. Most of the stuff is made in China. I mean, a lot of people I know we cap on China most of the time for random assortment of things, but I mean they are cheap labor and they make things just as good, if not better, than some of us can. I mean, Richest Man in Babylon, Arcad was telling people that once you find something that you make or sell, find other ways to get it in bulk or just in large amounts for cheap or even a cheaper place to get it. And that is the same mentality most business owners have. We really don't care where we get it. Me, I used to have a slogan for Tzilla on the side of my truck. It was an American flag and it said American made the way it ought to be. And I still believe in that. It's just it's getting really hard to find things that are American made. Like everything is so expensive. For example, the brand Gildan, they bought a brand called American Apparel, and I try to use American Apparel a lot. But the problem is that it's hard to find it for one, and two, it's like about $1.75 to $2 higher than what I usually get Gildan for. But they're the same company. Like Gildan is the China brand. It's your state of the art brand. Well, it's a run of the mill brand that's everywhere. You can find them at Walmart, Big Five, T-shirt outlet, Target. You find Gildan everywhere. And American Apparel, well, American Apparel you find it in certain places, but it's American made. It's just Gildan made in the United States. That's it. Stuff. Well, yeah, that's why you market though, man. I mean, if you have 1,000 jackets of a logo, you got to make sure that logo is like out there. Like, look at Nike. They took forever to blow up, and once they did, it never really stopped. I mean, despite what's happened in the past few years with the labor, the politicalization of them, and all that stuff, they're still around. People still flock to get Jordans and Kobe's as soon as they drop. I mean, I have a pair of System 8s hanging on my door right now. They're kind of dirty, but if I fix them up, I could probably flip them easily. But they were gifts from my uncle, and I love those shoes, so. I mean, I only took them to the gym, so it's not like I took them and abused them everywhere else. Yeah, direct-to-garment printing is pretty cool. I have a Brother GT541 that has a broken printer head, and it's in the shed right now. We put it in there because we didn't have time to fix it, and it was costing me too much money just to hang in here, so I just put it out there. It's wrapped up and everything, but hopefully one day I can make some money to where I can fix it up and run it as a hobby. Jordans are cool. Let's see. Let's find some Jordans. This is how I found out all my info. Like everyone's like, bro, where do you get all this insider knowledge from? I'm like, yo, it's called Google. Like Biden would say, I gave them 1 trillion clicks. Okay, I've been choking on my spit a lot, so if you guys think I'm sick, I'm really not. It's just, man. Let's see here. AJ3 sneakers. I remember those. Wow. Yeezys. Ooh, Air Jordan 4s. The retro. That's nice. Oh, my uncle has a pair of these. These are cool. I actually like these. Dang, 10,000. Yeah, nah, he ain't selling those. He always buys two pairs of the same shoe. He always buys one for him to wear around and jack up if he wants to, if they get jacked up, and he has an extra pair just for collectibles. He's like, you never know. Man, that fool's sitting on the gold mine of shoes probably. I'll tell you what though, his prized possession is my grandfather's 1911 though. That sucker is beautiful. Okay, I can dig these. Not a big fan of the light blue, but I mean, look nice. What else we got here? Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so I'm a sucker for high top shoes just because of the fact that I don't have really good ankle support. Just, yeah, like I don't mind. I'll wear. I mean, I wear a couple. Let's see. I have a pair of what are they? New. I think they're New Balance. New Balance shoes. They're like the dry fit material on top though. You know, it's breathable netted. See, I use those all the time, but if I had a choice to pick a pair of like sneakers or something I can run in, I'd get high tops straight up. Just because I have really weak ankle support when it comes to running. Like, I have two left feet. Six years ago. If I can go back 6 years ago, I would have bought a ton of like Ethereum or Bitcoin probably. Actually, no way, I take that back. I would have kept my Microsoft shares. That was a stupid idea to sell those. What are these? What are those? Man, that's the banana shoe. Well, what's up, Najee? What's good? There you go, you're a moderator, shoe. Dude, I'm just gonna start making everyone from the chat a moderator as soon as they pop in. Just. Yeah, Brenda's bag, Matt, Benny, yeah, Usually. Yeah, it's alright. It's okay, she don't love me no more. What's good, Najee? The man, the myth. Oh, I gotta do the. The man, the myth, the legend, Najee Wolf, coming straight from Hanford, California, the land of Rosa Brothers milk and cows, and water that is interesting smell. Okay, I don't know. Okay, let's rank it. Okay, was the last one ugly or was this one ugly? I mean, they kind of both just. Nah, I don't like that. The tomato. That's an interesting looking shoe. Really? I don't know. I'm kind of like, you see this one. This one looks like it's like, this is gonna sound mean, but this thing looks like it has one of those helmets on that they put for like for children that are, you know, what are they called? Not special kids, but like they're accident prone. I'm not talking about special ed helmets. I'm talking about kids that are just accident prone. Like, there's a difference. Trust me. I used to work with them. It's like, there was ones that moms were like, yeah, put this helmet on. I'm like, woman. Just let the kid hit his noggin. It's all right. Like, and then I see the ones where they're like, nah, he doesn't need it. I'm like, ma'am, it says here in his paperwork that he needs it because he's yeah, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. Social services is a fun field. You meet a ton of different people. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, you see helmet shoe, protective, and then you see this one. It's like, this is a Picasso painting. That's what it is. The Picasso shoe. I'm gonna call it this one, the Picasso shoe. Let's see how much it goes for. It doesn't tell how much it is. Oh, $5.89. Yeah, $5.89. Bro, I can buy a bunch of Shiba coin with that. No, none of that. No. Let's see, how much does this one go for? Okay, I'm glad that the banana special shoe is $4.05 and this one is $5.89. Benny, if you buy that, okay, alright. Okay, if you buy them, just take a picture of them on, yeah, instead of putting it in Bitcoin. Okay, that's a clean shoe right there. It's not too out in your face. It's not too like bland. It's just, it's white mocha. I read that as white mocha at first, but then I had to look twice because, I mean, I'm still tired from yesterday. The banana shoes are called Air Jordan 5s. Nike X Off-White. Oh, Off-White, Moo. Someone get Moo on the line. He'd buy this in a heartbeat. He just mentioned Off-White, and this fool would probably buy like 5 pairs. He'd be like, yo, I got the Off-White, bro. Union, LA. There's nothing united about LA. Union, my butt. Oh, you know what? Unions. Yes. Unions. Yeah. They do have a lot of unions. But I do like these. These are nicer here. I should change the After Hours channel to just like talking about shoes, like the Sneaker King. Oh no, like that dude, the Sneaker Don. So there's like some, I think he's 18 now, or I don't remember. But it's this kid that started out reselling sneakers for like a premium. Like he'd buy sneakers and sell them for like $30 over, like a dealer markup on shoes. And then he called himself the Sneaker Don, and the people got it. They digged it, and they're like, yeah, let's make him like a little shop. And then he got like airtime, and they're like, yo, go to the Sneaker Don. Like, yeah, bro, that's crazy. Like, where'd you get your shoes? Bro, I got them at like Foot Locker. Oh, sweet, dude, I dig it. I got mine at the Sneaker Don. What? Yeah, the Sneaker Don. Buy your shoes at the Sneaker Don today. Because if you buy them at the Sneaker Don, you can't go wrong. This is not a sponsored post. Not a financial advisor. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they're pretty clean. They kind of remind me of like when you're walking in a field and you get some mud on your shoe, and then you kind of like wash them off, but you don't wash them all the way because they're kind of like outside shoes, and then bam, you're like, bro, this is hype. Like, this is a good design, and then bam, you make a shoe out of it. 3D weaving shoe. Oh, no, I ain't trying to do. Okay, oh wait, 3D weaving shoes. $200, Benny, right here. Nice. Oh yeah, bread. That's a shoe right there. That is the shoe. Wow. Oh, we got an indicator. Ethereum is dropping. Yeah, okay, never mind. I don't want to see that no more. I'm losing too much money. Uh-oh. Okay, did we get clapped? I think we got clapped. My lights flickered and everything lost signal for a moment. Your brother has the Off-White 5A. Well, tell him to sell them to me for $100. They're garbage. And tell him that he doesn't need the ugly shoe in his life. Give him to someone just as ugly, me. Yeah, tell him just to give them to me. I'll take care of them. Don't worry. This is a nice shoe right here. See, my top 3 colors used to be black, white, and red. But it became more silver because I got kind of like biased because my truck's silver and it's not white, obviously. So I was like, yeah, I kind of like silver now. Like silver is just a shiny white, but like tanned, like a tanned white. Oh yes, the Back to the Future shoe. This is it right here. This is when I think of the future, I think of this shoe. This is the shoe. All right, Matt. We'll see you later. Let us know when you want to play some Warzone because I mean, there you go. I'll be live till like 1:30 today, so we're just giving it a test run. When the After Hours channel does come, we'll find things to talk about. Definitely. I mean, I will definitely. I'll probably be just asking people like, what do you guys want to talk about? Like, I can see why Josh like he runs out of things to say for a moment, and he pulls up like the randomest thing. But you know, I think really with YouTube and streams, like they can beat radio, not because of the fact that they have like better access to a platform and anybody could be a radio or video star, but just because of the fact that the chat is interactive, and I think that's the beauty of it. Like you see a lot of videos that react to comments, and they're like, yeah, look at YouTube comments, and like, yeah, people are just funny. Some of them are just dumb, but they are funny. Like it's just like wow, like. Most of the time, I'm watching a video, like a meme video or like a regular video, anything. It'd be the serious thing in the world. It could be the funniest thing ever. And you'll just see some dude just put like this ridiculous comment. And it's just like hilarious. And it's not like ridiculously bad. It's ridiculous like that. Dude, why would you put this on this? Oh, yeah. I plan on calling people. I actually have a few people that are interested in coming on the show and just talking about the randomest topics. I got a gentleman that told me no because he has a time limit because he's a real estate investor and everything. His name is Justin You're Wrong. Usha follows him because I introduced her to him. He's a really good friend of mine. I went to school with him. He has a lot of content. I think he has like 400 subscribers, so that's pretty big. It's pretty high up there, man. Dude, I will seriously call you to talk about fishing because I know you know stuff about fishing. I know for a fact. You would definitely talk about fishing. Oh yeah, this is nice. Look at that. Wow, that's a nice shoe. I dig the purple. Purple, burnt orange, and black. It's not a bad combination. Well, I know you like talking about random stuff. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. You're procrastinating. All right, Matt. All right. Remember, oh, I sound like one of those. Oh, I sound like a cringy YouTuber now. Remember to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Don't miss a video. All right, bros. All right, Benny, what do you think about this shoe? This is a nice shoe right here. Like, this kind of reminds me of like a modernist painting. You're gonna see me reference a lot of art stuff because I like art. Like when I see this shoe, I think of like an empty room, like a white room, like full of like white furniture, everything white, but with a touch of like gray and black accents. Wow, you guys are mean. I'm looking at the chat on Instagram. Wow, Benny had a few of these. Wow. Yeah, black cement. Oh, there you go, black cement. I can see where they got black cement. Oosh over here creeping. That's it right there. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, it's only a list of 10. What? Okay, well yeah, those are nice. I mean, okay, let's see. What else do we got here? We talked about shoes. We talked about where I'm gonna be in the next couple weeks. Talked about crypto. Oh god, that's terrible. Well, actually, went up. Okay. I think what's given me a little bit of like ease is the fact that there's lo-fi hip hop in the back, and that's like something I listen to on the daily. With the exception of the stream, obviously. But sometimes I'll put Josh on my desktop and I'll just play it in the background on my laptop or even just on my headphones. I mean, there's not a single day that I'm not listening to something or like doing something music related. Oh, you know what? Let's go to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter. Let's do that. Let's see. Let's see what my boy Elon's doing today. Oh, there you go. I forgot I had that account. Give me a suspicious login. Oh, hold on, let me see. Let me approve it. Oh, there we go. It let me in. It's like, oh, sorry, we didn't know it was you. Yeah, dude, I know it's me. I do like that though because, well, let me see. You blah blah blah. There we go. We got Wall Street memes. Dr. Parik. Oh, this guy's hilarious. I love this dude. This dude's hilarious. Dr. Parik Patel, BA, CFA, ACCA, Esquire. It's not a real dude. It's just a fake dude. But I think he's a meme doctor. Yeah, I feel like with the rise of social media and the internet, that traditional forms of pretty much anything will eventually fade away. For example, with cryptocurrency, we got decentralized finance. And the crazy thing about decentralized finance is that you don't have traditional barriers to get things, for example, like loans or approvals or cash advances on certain things or even just credit. It's amazing. Like, for example, if I remember right, I think there was one you had to put down like 5 Ethereum to take out like a $500,000 loan or something like that. Everybody still something like that. You see crazy things like put this much down in collateral and you can take out up to this much with a variable interest rate, and it's pretty neat. Like things that would normally be hard to do, you can do them now. This is funny. Mumbai variant. What a little jalapenos stuck in, I don't know what the heck that is actually. Bread? I think it's bread. Oh, what is this? Why is this? What? Okay. A reality star who says she made $200,000 from selling her farts in mason jars is pivoting to selling them as NFTs. California Democrats propose first in the nation universal health care plan. Oh God, no. Why is it LA? Why is it LA? California would enact a sweeping first in the nation universal health care plan under a proposal unveiled by a group of state Democratic lawmakers, providing health services to every resident and financed by a broad array of new taxes on individuals and businesses. Dude, I already paid a garbage amount in taxes this year. No more taxes. I just want to see the comments. Puts policy in one bill, tax increase in another. Dude, no. This is almost like the stupid SALT thing. Like, we're just going to use more loopholes just to get out of this. Lost mandating taxes. The government can easily afford this. Stop giving billion-dollar companies our tax money and tax churches. Okay, I don't agree with the tax churches thing because, well, I mean, it's a church. It doesn't matter which religion it is. Leave them alone. But seriously, though, like, why? Like, why would you think increasing taxes is going to work? Like, we had a state surplus last year, and now they're talking about another one this year. It's like, yo, I thought we went over budget. Like, if you look at the ratings and rankings of the world, California is, I think, still the 5th largest economy in the world, if not the 6th. Like, we're so wealthy here that we can literally run our own state like a nation. It's crazy. Wait, what? Who's the heck is John Myers? Oh, yeah. No, I don't agree with this. Okay, so you can't have both sides of the pie here. Or, actually, that's a terrible one now. You know what I get. You know what I mean. You can't have both sides of the coin here. You either have one side or the other. You can't give universal health care to people and then tax people more, or tax people at all for healthcare they don't use, and tax them more on their premium healthcare insurance. It's dumb. This reminds me of Obamacare. Like, when it was first unveiled, people were like, "Yay, woo, Obamacare!" Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I get it. People should have some healthcare insurance or affordability to healthcare. I get it. That's why you have Medicare. But what Obamacare did was that they said that you could opt out. You didn't have to pay if you didn't use it. But that was false because in our household, we did have to pay tax on it. I didn't at the time, but my parents did. I remember them talking about it. Like, they're like, "See, son, this is why you should stay in school and you should pay close attention pay close attention to things that happen in the world." Like, my father and mom are very wise when it comes to this stuff. They're like, "Remember this, this, and this." Like, my mom came literally from Guerrero, Mexico. Like, she knows what it is to have to struggle and have to pay ridiculous taxes to state and government officials just to get by and stuff like that. She remembers coming in through the border. She remembers all that stuff. And my dad worked in the field. He's been working since he was 11. I mean, he tells us the story all the time. He tells us, all the taxes they had to pay, all the stuff they had to do, all the people, the different political parties, what they promised, what they failed at promising. It's amazing. Like, history repeats itself, but it came down to this in the past, and I'm just going to wrap it up here. You can't give some people something free and then tax people who don't want it because they don't use it. And on the insurance premiums, our premium went up because of Obamacare, because the insurance companies were getting taxed because they had to offer it too, or something like that. And, well, yeah, that cost gets passed on to the consumer. So really, it just made people poorer because, one, Obamacare was just Medicare in a different name. Like, literally, that's what it is in my opinion, from what I've seen and studied on it. Two, yeah, it just made us pay more taxes. Like, that was literally the goal, to pay more taxes. Like, I have my friend in Norway, they have universal healthcare, I think. I'm not exactly sure on that one, but I remember she told me she pays very little for healthcare over there. So I'm assuming they have a state-run or government-run healthcare system that they don't have to pay for private health insurance. But that's a very sensitive topic for a lot of people. A lot of people say people should have healthcare and that they should be able to be saved in an age where medicine has become a miracle, really. Like, you'd be surprised, like, the things we did 10 years ago versus what we did now, you would not question it's not a miracle. It's just our definition of a miracle varies. For religious people, we think of it as God himself or an angel or some sort of invisible force doing something miraculous or changing the time of space fabric. And in a different sense, a miracle could be as simple as technology being able to prevent disease and death for things that haven't been solved for decades. Like, it was so easy all this time, and now that we have the capabilities to do it, bam! Like today, you can go in for heart surgery, and tomorrow you come out brand new with a new heart. Like, isn't that crazy? And that's been since like the late 50s. Like, it's amazing how far we've come as far as technological advances. The past century alone has showed us that. I mean, if you really want to get into it, if you go back to the 20s, no one flew in a plane. We've only been flying in the sky for a little over 100 years. So if you think of it like that, there was no jet airliners or really helicopters, and bam, wow, like we're flying. Today we can call someone on our phone and have a car outside to pick us up to go to the airport. I mean, people say, well, that's just a taxi. But yeah, but back then taxis, you had to call through the landline, all that stuff. Today you just send on your app and send payment. Credit cards, eye technology, blockchain technology. It's all like, seriously, it sounds like a miracle. Like, try explaining the microwave to someone from the 1800s. You put your food that's frozen in this little box connected to electricity, which a lot of them didn't have really at the time. And bam, it was ready in 2 minutes. Like, how do you explain that? You can explain an oven or a furnace to somebody, brick ovens, like that. They had those. You could kind of explain gas ovens, but you couldn't explain internet or planes or really just, Wi-Fi technology. You couldn't explain FaceTime. People would think you were like a witch or just some sort of loony. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, a lot of people don't realize how much of a hole we're all digging ourselves in. And even though we're digging that hole, we still have a grounds to get out of that hole. I mean, if California were to get its economic and financial priorities in order, we'd probably be back in number one, easily. There you go, right here. This doubles the current tax, putting us on par with Canada. What if people just buy a $10 a gym membership? Then you would 80% be less likely to need health. See, there it is, right there. That's wisdom right there. There's a quote. Let me find that quote. I'll find it real quick. Let's see. No, it hasn't. Let me find it. It's right here somewhere. It's from like way back. It's from the 1920s, I think. No. Oh wait, you know what? Wait, hold on, let me find it. This is pretty cool too. I haven't seen this, but I now remember. Let's see. The Doctor of the Future. Doctor of the Future. Here it is. Oh, it was by Thomas Edison. Yeah, talk about a crook. That's another story though. So in 1903, Thomas Edison was concerned about the healthcare of his time and stated, "The doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will interest his patient in the care of the human frame, in diet, and in the cause of prevention of disease." And you'd be surprised how much exercise and proper diet. I mean, you don't have to be like a vegan or go on a vegetarian diet or eat like a tiny bit of, meat, whatever. You could pretty much almost eat whatever you want in moderation. I mean, yeah, if you want a steak, get a steak. If you want a Beyond Burger, get a Beyond Burger. But there it is. That came from Edison himself. That was in the early 1900s. He pretty much said if you exercise and eat proper, the doctor would say, yeah, if you just fix your diet, you'll be good. And it's true. Like, you'd be surprised how many health problems have been fixed over centuries just from proper diet and exercise. And I'm not saying that solved everything. I mean, you still had people probably with cancer, people with diabetes. You probably still had people with neurological brain disorders and stuff like that. Yeah, you still had things like that. It's nature. And still today, you see animals and people born with deficiencies and stuff like that. And it's crazy because if you study history, you see a lot of myths and legends about people, witches, and warlocks, and you see people with you see people that look like half monster, half people, like hybrids, and people would run them out of town. And then you look at certain conditions and you realize, wow, maybe a lot of myths and legends were based on people because their body was deficient or it was just messed up. Like the tree man. There's a condition that causes your body to grow growths out of your body, literally. Like you grow it looks like tree limbs, but it's just calluses or calcium deposits or was it like, no wait, it's the stuff in your nails, keratin or something like that. I forgot, or keratin. But yeah, it grows out of your body, and now you can see where a lot of people got myths and legends about certain people. You got people like the Hunchback in Notre Dame. You got legends like that, and you realize it's just some dude that had a hunchback because of his body, and he rung a bell. I don't really remember how that story goes, but pretty much that's the synopsis of it. You got the Pied Piper, the guy played a flute and cleaned up rats and everything. I don't know how that worked. You got weird stuff out there. There's tons of stories that even if you were to learn it all, you would never finish it because every day new stories are being born. Every day something's being discovered again, or new. But then again, you got Solomon who says nothing's new under the sun. That's a biblical passage, and it's true because, for example, the electric car, everyone thinks it's a brand new technology, but no, there was electric cars as early as the 1870s. They just weren't as efficient. Gas went out, and until this day, gas still wins out. I mean, it'll be a long time before we actually switch from fossil fuels to electric or whatever we use, or even hydrogen fuels. I'm more bullish on hydrogen fuels, but that's a different story for another time. Space travel. You look at ancient texts and you talk about beings coming from the sky and people traveling, the Egyptians, the Sumerians, they all talked about stuff like that. It's crazy. Like, they had thoughts of space travel. The Mayans, the Incas, the Aztecs had literal statues of people coming in from the sky and UFO shapes and stuff like that. It is pretty neat. Like, at the time, they were actually advanced technologically to where they understood astrological signs. I think it was the Incas or the Mayans. No, it was the Incas, I think, that they have literal stone tablets that are carved, and they're like giant cylinders. But the way they carved it was they carved all their history on them, like a giant hard drive, almost like a giant encyclopedia, or just textbook. It's neat. Like, you can look them up. They're giant cylindrical stones, and they're all carved properly. Like, they're straight and curved, whatever, like someone carved their history into that, and they kept a record of it. Maybe I can find it. I think it was the Incas. Yeah, I remember my dad was showing me it, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Incan stone history? Let me see. History. Oops. Isn't this one? No, it's not this one. Okay, maybe it wasn't the Incas, maybe it was the Mayan. Mayan history recorded on stones. Let's try that. They had, is it this one? No, it's not this one. Hmm. They had the Mayan calendar. I mean, those guys were technologically advanced. Like like you know, the Mayan calendar. If when they did a scientific study on it, that it was only off by like 23 days or something like that to our calendar. It was really really small number. Like it was off, like just a tiny bit. Like that's how accurate it was. And no, the world didn't end in 2012. That was just a. They just said, yeah, we're gonna stop here at 2012. We're just gonna stop there. That or they got wiped out. It's one or the other. But I'll tell you one thing. Here, I'll show you something crazy. If you think this is nuts, check this out. Coral Castle. It's in Florida, if I remember right. So, Coral Castle was built in the 1930s, I think, by a gentleman, by Ed Liss. Here, let me just find the Wikipedia article. Okay, let's see. It's an oolite limestone structure created by Latvian-American eccentric Edward Leedskalnin from 1887 to 1951. That was how long he lived. It is located in the unincorporated territory of the Miami-Dade County in Florida between the cities of Homestead and Leisure City. The structure comprises numerous megalithic stones, mostly limestone, formed from coral, each weighing several tons. Now, the cool thing about this was this dude used I think his quote was that he figured out how the Egyptians built the pyramids, and they're saying that he built it single-handedly. He used reverse magnetism or supernatural abilities to, okay, that's stupid, no. And to move and carve numerous stones, each weighing many tons. They think he used magnets to lift the stones. So, he was 26 years old, suddenly rejected by his fiancée Agnes Skusin Latvia, and just one day before the wedding. That's sad. So he left for the United States, came down with allegedly terminal tuberculosis, but spontaneously healed, stating that magnets had some effect on this disease. Which, if you look back in history, magnets have always had a play in a lot of supernatural / technological advancements. I mean, there's a reason why today when you use an MRI, that they make sure that you have no like actual metal in your head or in your body, because it's a giant magnet. Like you're using magnets to build a 3D image of your body and scan it, pretty much. Like it's pretty neat. I remember when I worked in medical MRI, you always had to make sure they had any sort of metal objects for medical conditions that could be affected, like a pacemaker or a brain implant or stuff like that. So he spent more than 20 years building Coral Castle, right? He refused to allow anyone to view him while he worked, which is why it's kind of crazy and they're saying it's contradictory, but the true story actually goes off that. A few teenagers claimed to witness his work, reporting that he caused the rocks of coral to move like hydrogen balloons. That's what they say, but I mean, that's debatable. All I know is that this fool used magnets and he used some sort of electromagnetism to make these rocks move, literally like balloons. The only advanced tool that Leedskalnin spoke of using was a perpetual motion holder, which is... what the heck is this? Yeah, I don't know what the heck this is. That's a big brain. That's way beyond my paycheck. I don't even get paid. Okay, Leedskalnin originally built a castle, which he named Ed's Place in Florida City, Florida, around 1923. Purchased the land. He had a very bad case of tuberculosis again. Oh, well, back in the dailies. Florida City, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, I'm speed rating just to get it to you guys. He spent 3 years moving component structures of Coral Castle 10 miles north of Florida City to its current location. Oh, he chose relocation as a means to protect his privacy. He named his new place Rock Gate after the huge rear swinging gate he built into the back wall. He continued work on the castle until his death in 1951. The coral pieces entered blah blah blah. Recorded on the property. Escalin charged visitors 10 cents a piece to tour the castle grounds, but after moving to Homestead, he asked for donations of 25 cents. But let visitors enter free if they had no money. Oh, what a nice guy. I mean, it's literally just a giant garden of rock. Like, the way this dude made this stuff is crazy. Like, there's no way one guy could do this. But he did it. So this guy, he took it to the grave, by the way. He never actually revealed how he did it. He just said that it was magnets. And he was reported to have saying that the Egyptians, he figured out how they built the pyramids. And I was like, this fool, how did he do it? Like, was he just like, you know what? See, this is what happens when you either break up with somebody or you get divorced or whatever. Or in this case, get stood up at your wedding, like literally a day before left you at the altar. Like, something goes through people's minds. Like, they either go down the drain and become shells of themselves, or they become like some crazy prodigy. Like, for example, there was a guy I knew that his girlfriend cheated on him. He broke up with her, and this fool became Mr. Incredible like in 3 to 5 months. Like, I remember seeing him next to him. I was like, dude, what in the world? Like, this dude was shredded. He was doing well in school. He had a brand new job. This guy had it all. Like, I mean, he still does, but he was like, whoa, like, what happened to this guy? Like, something just sparks in you. Like it's like either inspiration or it's just like, not coping. Well, yeah, it is a coping mechanism, I guess, but, I don't know, like a drive to give yourself a sense of self-fulfillment, I guess, or something. I don't know. Like, this dude just like channeled all his chakra and it was just like, he just went Super Saiyan right off the bat. He's a cool dude though. Anyways, so let's see. There are signs carved into the rocks. Ring a bell twice. He would come down from his living quarters in the second story of his castle tower. Blah blah blah. He never told anyone who asked him how he made the castle. He would simply answer, "It's not difficult if you know how." Man, what a Chad! Wow, that's a Chad right there. He's like, if you read the books, if you studied the scripture, you should know. But yeah, but how do you get rich off the dog coin, bro? It's not hard if you don't know. Or no, wait, it's not difficult if you know how. So let's see, he became ill in 1951. Put a door on the front gate, going to hospital. Suffered a stroke. He died 28 days later of pyelonephritis, a kidney infection, at the age of 64. Failure of kidneys as a result of infection abscess. Oh wow. When he asked why he built the castle, Leedskaven would vaguely answer it was for his Sweet 16. This is widely believed to be a reference to Agnes Skufst, often misspelled as Scuffs, and his own public... Oh, he has a book? What? A book in every home. He implies his sweet... Actually, I want to buy this book. He implies his Sweet 16 was more of an ideal than a reality. According to a Latvian account, the girl existed, but her name was actually Hermine Lucis. I gotta buy this book. Yeah, I'm gonna buy this book. A book in every home. Okay, we're gonna add that to the Amazon. A book in every home. Yeah, that's the book. Okay. There you go. A book in every home containing 3 subjects. Ed's Sweet 16. Domestic and political views. Oh boy, political views. Here we go. Yep. I find that the most either A, controversial / outspoken people in the world when it comes to political movements tend to be immigrants. It's kind of sad when immigrants are more patriotic than your fellow countrymen, and that's crazy because I've met people like that. Unfortunately, I've met people like that. They're like, "Yeah, I hate this nation." I'm like, dude, why? Why are you saying that? Like you're just mad because someone gave you the wrong McChicken in your bag, which has nothing to do with me because I did get the wrong McChicken in my bag, but I was using it as a story. I'm not mad at the nation. Yada yada yada. And then you meet some dude named like I don't know, like let's say like I don't want to use Hispanics because we have plenty of them here, but like some dude like let's say like some dude named Victor or something like that, and he's like, yes, I love this nation. It's good. The food good, the beer good, the women good. Yes, very good. And you meet like some Armenian dude named like Joseph, and he's like, hey, yes, it's good nation. He's like, here, come. He's like, come, my son. And he'd give you like a jar of like their garlic sauce and stuff like that. And the reason why I say that is because I knew a guy who had a dad named Joseph who gave me a jar of garlic sauce because Armenians really like garlic. I don't know if Matt can confirm that, but Matt can confirm that. He's a good man. Okay, but back to the story. So going back, because we've kind of gone off on a tangent, technological advances are miracles. As much as we say they might not be, it's just science. You'd be surprised how much of science every day uncovers mysteries of the universe that just astounds everyone. It's neat, really. It really is. I mean, you see, like, look at Coral Castle. This dude in the 30s and 40s built a castle that today people can explore. And the way he built it, no one knows how he built it. But he used some magnets or some sort of devices, something. But he said magnets, so I'll believe him. He found a technique and a way to make giant ton rocks float, or just be able to stand up, or to just be able to be moved. It's amazing how he did it. Like, I wish I could know, but unfortunately, we'll probably never know, unless someone discovers it. I mean, like Solomon said, there's nothing new under the sun. Back then, they probably did things that today we do, just on a more technological, scientific way, like more techie. Theirs was just like hard labor and tools and skills. A learned technique, as you would say. Let's see. Property was investigated. U.S. 3,500, equipment 34,000, 2020. That was found among his personal belongings. He had made his income from conducting tours, selling pamphlets about various subjects, including magnetic currents, and the sale of a portion of his 10-acre property for the construction of U.S. Route 1. As he had no will, the castle became the property of his closest living relative in the United States, a nephew from Michigan named Harry. How do you go... Wait, what? Hold on. What's this fool's name? Edward. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, there's a picture of him. Where'd he go? I literally just saw a picture of him. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's Russian. Oh, I thought he was Slovakian. Oh, yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. Of Russian moving to Florida. Oh, this is like the original Florida man. The original Florida man. He's like, let me show you. I built Coral Castle using magnets. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's... Look at that dude. Look at him. He's got the bowler hat on. He's got that smirk like, I know something you don't. He's like, you'll be surprised what we could do. He's like, back in Soviet Empire before Bolshevik ruined it, we built pyramids using the rocks. Boom. Like that. I could totally see this guy saying something like that. But if you want to know magnets, buy my pamphlet. There you go. And it's like some basic magnets. Like magnets, it's literally just like a photocopied page from like a history book or an encyclopedia about magnets. Like, you're just reselling copyrighted work for 25 cents a pop, and then he just runs off with the money. He probably didn't even die. He probably just used magnets to heal himself and told him, yeah, just say like I died of kidney infection. But you came in with a broken leg. Just say it's a kidney infection, and then bam, he just skips town. And that's how he ended up in Antarctica with Tupac, Elvis Presley, and Jeffrey Epstein now. And they went into Inner Earth with the Nazis. Yep. An accurate story told by yours truly, Alexander B. If you're wondering about the inner Earth, we can talk about that next time. It has to do with Antarctica and some sort of hollow Earth theory. It's pretty interesting because, um, I forgot what it's called, Operation Paperclip. You can look it up on YouTube. It's pretty interesting. I definitely know for a fact next time I go live on the actual After Hours channel, once the verification passes. Yeah, I went left real quick. It it's pretty it's an interesting tale. Like, you do realize that once World War II ended, there was a lot of negotiations for Nazi scientists to build what we call NASA today, and to get us to the moon. Like, you'd be surprised how many war crimes and criminals actually came over here without anything happening to them because the U.S. needed them for their own personal gain. I mean, it's just business. It sucks, but it's just business. Like, you hear about all this stuff happening in Afghanistan and Kazakhstan and everywhere else around the world, and you look back in history and nothing's really changed. Humans are humans. If you have something interesting to give, or productivity or some sort of value, someone will take you, even if it's for the wrong reasons. Like, I mean, you have a lot of, like, for example, the atomic bomb. A lot of them were made by Nazi scientists because they were scared about Nazi Germany taking over the world. And I'm not saying that they're bad people. I'm saying after the war, the ones that actually did commit crimes and everything, they got sold to the U.S. or to Russia. So it's either A, they go to the U.S. and hopefully live a life of peace, or maybe get their freedom in exchange for their knowledge, or B, they go to Russia where they take their freedom, they take their knowledge, and they either force them and kill them, or they force them and then kill them. Like, I mean, there was reports of Nazi soldiers running to American lines during the last days of the war because they didn't want to go to the Russians. After all, Nazi Germany pretty much screwed Russia over their peace treaty, so of course they were just slaughtering and raping along the way. So, I mean, the Nazis were terrified. I mean, you can read accounts. The Soviets treated their prisoners harshly because they were treated harshly in the beginning, so they just made it worse. But if you really want to get into craziness, look up Unit 731 of the Japanese Army. That is, like, you think the Nazis were crazy? Nah, those dudes are like a walk in the park. Like, it's like comparing like Care Bears to like Garbage Patch Kids. That's a terrible analogy, but man, you think the Nazis did bad stuff? Nah, dude. Unit 731 was just absolutely depraved. Anyways, let's see. Okay, that's enough of the story for Castle. But yeah, we really get off on tangents really easily. Let's see. The gate's perfectly balanced axis, so it's the gate when you walk in. Revolved really easily, like you could push it with a finger, from what I read once. And it lasted from 10 days until it stopped working in 1986. In order to remove it, 6 men and a 50 short-ton 45T crane were used. So a 45-ton crane were used. Once the gate was removed, the engineers discovered how Lead Skellin had centered and balanced it. He had drilled a hole from top to bottom and inserted a metal shaft. The rock rested on an old truck bearing. It was the rusting out of this bearing that resulted in the gate's failure to revolve. Complete with new bearings in the shaft, it was set back in place on July 23, 1986. It failed again in 2005 and was again repaired. However, it does not rotate with the same ease it once did. So no one actually. I'm surprised they didn't mention what kind of bearing it was. So the bearing from this gate was an old 1930s Ford truck bearing. That's what it was. So this isn't a sponsored post by Ford, but this proves the fact that Fords are built tough. Yep. Like this thing lasted from the 40s till the 80s. 40 something years. Ton? Oh, 10. No, I really feel like he either used that or he used electromagnetism. Like it's obvious that he used some sort of fancy electromagnets to move this stuff. It's interesting. I mean, like you can't really, how's it go? You can't really. Um, I'm trying to think of the word. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Hold on 1 second here. You can't really say that you didn't use some sort of fancy geometry or or some sort of science to get to where you should be. Like, it's pretty basic. Like there's no way he did not know what he was doing. Like, he may have been an immigrant or anything and all stuff, and that really has no basis for anything right there. I'm not saying immigrants are dumb. I'm just saying that this dude found something in science that he knew how to use to his advantage, and he built something, all because someone left him at the altar. I also love the fact that Benny's really the only one on stream right now. It's alright, Benny. We love you, man. I love you, man. Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. Coral Castle is amazing. Coral Castle. Like, look at that. Like, isn't that amazing? Oh, okay. Yeah, it says live chat, one person's here, and I was like, nah, no way. Someone's begging to start using the wallets. Please, please, please. Just tell them no, nicely. It's alright, though. It's not as accurate. I mean, I don't mind. I can talk all day about this stuff. Besides you guys messaging me all day long in the chat or whatever, there's a lot of people that also like message me or email me for the dumbest things. They're like, Alex, what do you think about this? And of course I got my family, Alex, you gotta help us get rich. I'm like, man, dude, I don't even know what I'm doing most of the time. Yeah, here's the gate entrance. You will be seen unusual accomplishment, Ed. I don't know if he put that there or they put that there, but it is neat, like, how this guy actually... Now, here's the gate right here. This is the gate that spins. It's literally like a revolving door. And it's resting on a bearing. Like all the work they put into taking out the stone on top and fixing the bearing, as well as lifting that stone in the middle, the revolving stone. Like, they don't know how he did it. It's neat. Like, I wish I could know this stuff. Oh, this is great. Oh well. I guess the secrets of the universe will be locked until whatever. Whether I discover them, whether the world ends, or maybe if this nation or world lasts another 100 years, one day I'll be like, man, I really thought that back then, and it turns out I was absolutely wrong. Now, who knows? Maybe Red Bull might have a stock by then. I'll probably be rich off Red Bull stock. Who knows? They'll be like, Alex, since you post about Red Bull every freaking day, we decided to give you 100 shares of Red Bull stock. And it's worth $420.69. And I'll be like, yeah, boy. By then, Josh will probably be like 50 or 60 years old, most likely. Okay, no, maybe it'd be, I don't know. They said they'll never go public, but I don't know. They might. If they ever go public, you know for a fact I will be there on IPO day. I will dump I will sell all the long term for Red Bull stock. You know I will. Yeah, I should practice right now. Like, here, let me see. Let me get something to drink real quick. Alright. This channel is sponsored by Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings. And you play like the theme song. This channel is sponsored by Red Bull. Play like the theme song. Yep. Cue the graphics. Yeah, cue the graphics. Bam. You know, yeah. Yeah, that would be funny. I mean, it's great. Like I met all of you guys through the chat over almost 2 years ago. Because I came in 2020. I came in March of 2020. I was bored and I was looking for something about stocks. Like, you know, I'm gonna look up stuff about stocks because I know this stuff. I just gotta figure out how the heck I'm supposed to do anything. And then I saw this dude, it says Stock Market Live, and I was looking at it, I was like, I'll check it out. So I did it, and the first thing I hear Josh say was this horn. I kid you not, that was the first thing I heard. Horn. The stupid horn goes off, and I had my earbuds out loud, so it goes, and I threw my headphones on the ground because it was so loud. I was like, man, what is this full on? I was like, it's 9 in the morning. I was like, man, I actually got pissed for a moment. I was like, man, this idiot. And I started listening and looking. I was like, oh, never mind. He just has his horn he blows for some reason. And I was like, okay, all right. So I started listening. I realized, hey, this is pretty good. And then bam, there we go. That's how I started. And then I would listen off and on. I did miss the stream where we bought $10,000 of Bitcoin. I wasn't really worried about that at the time. I was kind of like trying to find a job again, and I had that stimulus and that EDD coming in for a moment. And looking back on it, I really should have just stuck with that because the next job I ended up with wasn't exactly like, wasn't exactly like the greatest job. Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians, and people were already tense enough about COVID. So eventually I just left. It was kind of mutual agreement on that because, I mean, they were trying to train me, and a lot of stuff they were training me on was totally like off the books and kind of illegal in my opinion, but that's debatable. And then yeah, I just started listening to the stream live every day from like I think like mid-October till now. Have I missed a stream? I don't think I've missed actually one stream. I think I've listened to at least a little bit, if not like at least 10-15 minutes of the stream. But I think I've listened to at least an hour of the stream before I had to go do something. I've had the stream on constantly. So, yeah. It's nice to know that you meet like-minded people. And the beauty of it was that Josh started the stream just because he wanted to grow something. And after he grew it, he realized how much of an impact it has on the world. And we're still growing. I mean, he said it, I think Friday, that they started this in 2019. So it's almost been 3 years. And I've only been here for roughly a year as far as my membership goes, but I would say a year and a half. Like, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, there's so much you can learn from everybody. I mean, you got Goose, you got Warren Buffett, not Goose, I'm sorry, you got Warren Buffett, you got Troy, you got Inland Empire Trading, you got all these people. And I decided, yeah, maybe I should start a channel. Not on stocks, but just like on just after hours, Like we hear Josh 7 hours a day, and I get it, not everybody wants to hear Josh 7 hours a day. Some people want something more entertaining, something more relaxing. See, with Josh, we talk about random things on topic, but most of it is stock and crypto related for the most part, or political related. I mean, I think my favorite things nowadays is just watching the White House press secretary things because I just hear so much cap in there. And then you see the chat and everyone just gets so aggressive. You see Usha in there and she's posting stuff like this. Watch, I'll show you. She'll be like this. She'll be like, Chad is aggressive in here today. And then she'll send all her emojis. She'll be sending stuff like this. She'll be like that. And she'll be like, love you, Chad. Like that. She'll be like that. That's Usha, straight up. And then you get like me saying like wiggle wiggle in there, and then you get Matt being like, Alex, how many times are you gonna say wiggle wiggle? And then I'll send Josh a meme, stuff like that. It's great. I enjoy the stream. Hopefully, as I get more and more knowledge and experience, I can make this a little bit more better. Oh my! I've been saying more better a lot lately. Like that's bad grammar. It's really bad grammar. Like I used to read that in like grammar textbooks and be like, "Who the heck says more better?" And then I've been saying it lately. I'm like, dude, why the heck am I saying more better? And now watch, you're probably gonna start saying more better just because I said it. I don't know. It's psychology 101 right there. It's like you do an action and most people tend to follow you. Like for example, if you try handing something to somebody while you're talking to them, they will automatically subconsciously take it. Like 9 out of 10 times. Or if you're like saying, hey, you're like doing something like, yeah, here, grab this real quick, they'll grab it from you. Like, it's amazing. Like, it's just how humans are just, wired. Same thing with like losing skills over time, or just like, how do you say, like bending and stuff like that. Like, if you ever watch a baby, when babies need to pick something up or they need to get down for something like that, or like that, they will literally crouch. Like they will squat down and they'll grab it. They won't bend over like we do. They'll use their legs and they'll bend down. When they're lifting something, they will squat down and pick it up. It's amazing. Like, and then as kids get older, they learn other behaviors that they realize that they don't really need to crouch down. They just need to bend over, and that puts strain on your back. Maybe not right now, but like when you're in your 50s or 60s, you start getting back and pain and stuff like that. I mean, I'm 24, and I'm getting back in Mobetta. No, that's the name of a Hawaiian place. That's a Hawaiian restaurant. I know that for a fact because it's Stradman. And I use a towel usually now when I'm sleeping at night, and that keeps my neck straight. I've changed a lot of my behaviors and the ways I do things, because I realized that kids, when they're growing, their natural instincts to do things are different than us. We call them smart and everything. I mean, they're literal sponges, though. Like, you teach a kid 3 languages when they're young, and don't be surprised when they can say all 3 of those languages when they're older. It's their ability to learn. They're eager to learn. And I think with kids today, or not kids today, with people today, is that we've lost the desire to learn. And that's why I'm constantly just looking at random things or looking at news articles. I'm literally flooding my mind with not overconsumption, but oversaturation of media. Not because I'm looking at like Zendaya or Peter Parker or looking at the Kardashians. No, I'm looking at stuff like this, Coral Castle. I'm looking at political things online. I'm looking at freaking crypto charts all day. And people are like, man, this is crazy. And they're like, how do you do this? I'm like, it's easy. You just get a habit of doing it. I mean, like, I didn't even know this fool wrote a book today, A Book in Every Home. I'm going to buy this book. It's $5. $5 is not going to kill me. I mean, I might not be saying that in the next couple weeks, but I mean, that's life. I mean, if you can't make money move, then I don't know what you're doing. I mean, I see people begging for money on the streets, and I'm not saying that they're bad people. What I'm saying is that a lot of those people, that's like really all they do. That's their purpose in life. They've decided in their mentality that I'm just going to beg for money and hopefully people make me money. And a lot of them make money off that. I mean, there was a History Channel documentary, I think, where a guy made like $3,000 a week off panhandling, and he had a job, he worked a good job and had a house and everything, but he just panhandled on the side. He made money off that. He would just get dirty on purpose. And I was like, wow, that is jacked up. But then I thought about it, I was like, wow, that is a great scam. Like these are the guys and richest man in Babylon. I'm not saying to do that. Don't go do that. That's messed up. Like, that's just morally wrong. But like, this is literally how our cat explained it. He says you got to make your money work for you. You got to find a way to increase income. And it's true. I mean, I do Instacart for side money while I'm going to school. I used to have a 9 to 5. COVID took that away from me. I had another 9 to 5, and COVID, well, not just COVID, but just my lack of, what's it called? Not productivity, but just lack of interest and everything wasn't cutting it. They were also downsizing. I decided to put in my notice anyways, but it was already predetermined that a lot of us were going to be let go. I just wanted to get out of there beforehand. I mean, it's just like
it wasn't forced. It was just more of like the newer people are gonna be let go because we're not doing so well in this pandemic. Blah 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 blah. So that's the story on that. You know, I'm grateful to have opportunity to learn. I'm grateful to have opportunity to go to school and improve myself. Hopefully one day I can make something better out of it. But at the moment, this is a start to something new right here. This is definitely the beginning of After Hours, you know? And with that being said, I think I'm going to be signing off here. We've been on for about an hour, I think. So, yeah. That's After Hours for you. I've been your host, Alexander B. Thanks for tuning in.